Introducing NSK's Primado 2 Total Surgical System. Let's get started. Power the control unit on. Here's the home screen where you can adjust the speed, irrigation, control forward, and reverse. You can set the speed and irrigation flow rate by pushing the up-down button or moving the track bar. You can adjust additional settings from the control unit, such as forward and reverse, priming irrigation, programming the foot pedal, selecting a specialized handpiece like a perforator or super slim handpiece, and more. Connecting the foot pedal is the same, whether you have the single or multifunction foot pedal. Connect the foot pedal by matching the red dot on the foot pedal plug and the red dot on the foot pedal connector. Push the plug all the way in. You'll see the foot pedal indicator illuminate at the bottom of the screen, letting you know it's connected properly. The process for connecting a motor is identical. Connect to either port A or port B by matching the red dots. If necessary, you can connect up to 2 motors at one time to the control unit. Pro tip: if this is the first time connecting a motor, be sure to check the acceleration, brake, and torque settings before using. With the motor connected, press the wrench icon on the lower right front panel and then select Motor. Press the up-down button to the desired level based on your preference. The Primado 2 has a built-in memory function that remembers the last level selected. To disconnect the motor or foot pedal, hold the plug near the red dot and pull straight back. Do not twist. This will release the locks and allow you to pull the plug out of the connector port. Now, we'll show you how to connect a few different style handpieces to Primado 2. To connect slim motor, locate the circle on the motor and the triangle on the handpiece. Line them up and press the handpiece into the motor. This is the same process for all handpieces attaching to a slim motor. To disconnect, hold the motor and handpiece firmly and pull apart. Do not twist. Here's how to set up a perforator for a cranial procedure. Connect the perforator handpiece to a Primado 2 slim motor by locating the circle on the motor and the triangle on the perforator. Line these up and press the perforator into the motor. To load a perforator bit, pull down on the lock at the distal end of the perforator. While holding it down, insert the perforator bit into the perforator, twist until it seats in, and then release the lock. Check to make sure the bit is securely locked in by giving it a gentle pull. To disconnect, hold the motor and the perforator firmly and pull apart. Do not twist. When you use the craniotome handpiece, it's important to note that handpiece and DuraGuard are separate pieces. Load the burr into the craniotome handpiece. Ensure the burr is seated by twisting the burr left or right. Lock the burr in place by twisting the collet until the key lines up with the picture of the locked lock. Pull up on the burr to ensure it is locked properly. Now, slide the DuraGuard over the burr. Twist the guard so that the 2 pegs on the craniotome handpiece seat into the holes inside the DuraGuard. The burr should almost touch the flat part of the DuraGuard. You will see arrows for open and close. Twist the collet on the DuraGuard toward close until finger tight. When using P300 standard attachments, it's important to note these have a universal burr length. Ensure the indicator mark is in the unlocked position. Insert the burr in the burr shaft and twist clockwise until seated. To adjust exposure length, pull down on the knurling grip and twist to the left and set desired length. To telescope, pull down on the knurling grip and rotate to the right or left for desired exposure length. You'll see the different lengths of exposure by the indicator mark on the handpiece. The burr has markings on the shaft as well. To attach the burr guard, slide it over the burr shaft so that it covers the triangle on the shaft. If you are using the P300 Slim attachments, select the desired hub and burr shaft and press them together to build the attachments. Ensure the knurling on the hub has the arrow over the unlocked lock. Insert the burr in the burr shaft, ensuring all laser-marked lines are down the burr shaft, and twist the knurling to the left so the arrow is over the locked lock. To telescope, unlock the burr by twisting the knurling to the right so the arrow is over the unlocked lock. Pull the burr out to the desired exposure length and lock the burr again by twisting the knurling to the left so the arrow is over the locked lock. To attach the burr guard or hood, slide it over the burr shaft so that it covers the triangle on the shaft. When using P200 handpieces, match the number of lines on the burr with the lines of the corresponding handpiece. Insert the burr down the burr shaft and twist so that the proprietary notch on the burr seats into the handpiece. Grip the twist collet that has the picture of the key and rotate so the key is aligned with the locked lock. It is possible to connect a burr into a handpiece without being connected to a motor. The Primado 2 system's irrigation feature allows you to irrigate directly through Primado 2. If your preference is to irrigate manually, you can skip this step. To use the irrigation feature, open the pump cover on the right side of the control unit by rotating the knob towards open. Insert the irrigation tube with the section with no blue line into the irrigation pump so the needle side of the irrigation tube is positioned on the right-hand side of the pump. Securely place the irrigation tube stoppers into the guide parts located at both ends. Rotate the knob to the closed position. Insert the irrigation pole by sliding it into the stand on the back of the unit. Spike the irrigation bag and open the clamp on the tubing. Slide the irrigation nozzle over the burr shaft with the straight end pointing toward the distal end. Press the tubing into the proximal end of the nozzle. On the front of the control unit, press and hold the image of the tubing on the bottom right of the screen to prime the tubing. You can also control the irrigation flow rate by adjusting the up-down arrow or by sliding the track bar. When using a bone motor with a saw attachment, there will be 4 alignment holes on the attachment and 1 alignment pin on the motor. Push the attachment straight end to the bone motor. Twist the attachment left or right to ensure the pin and alignment holes are connected. Then, twist the removal ring to the left to tighten. If using a hand switch motor, slide the safety lock on the top of the hand switch into the on position. Once in the on position, depress the hand switch to operate the motor. To load a blade into the sagittal attachment, depress the fitting and removal button and fit the alignment holes of a blade into the convex part of the attachment. By releasing the fitting and removal button, the blade is set in place. Ensure the blade is in place securely with the fitting and removal button by twisting the opposite side of the fitting and removal button left or right. To load a blade in the oscillating attachment, pull down the removal lever and fit the alignment holes of a blade into the convex part of the attachment. By releasing the removal lever, the blade is set in place. To load a blade in the reciprocating attachment, insert a blade into the attachment while depressing the fitting and removal button and push it in further by lightly twisting the blade. By releasing the fitting and removal button, the blade is set in place. The use of Panaspray Plus can help the longevity of your handpieces by expelling matter in the handpiece and lubricating the ball bearings. Use of Panaspray happens in SPD before sterilization. Remove the white cap on the top of the bottle of Panaspray. Attach the silver fitting over the top of the Panaspray bottle. Optionally, you can slide the blue nozzle holder over the top of the silver fitting. If not done already, insert the open end of the tubing into the top of the black valve. Open the black valve by rotating it up so that it is parallel with the tubing. This will release the spray from the bottle into the tubing. Press the correct adapter onto the spray nozzle. Next, press the handpiece into the adapter. Cover the handpiece with a cloth or towel and press down on the button on top of the spray nozzle until the liquid coming out of the handpiece is clear. This should only take a few seconds. To remove the handpiece, press the release button on the adapter and pull the handpiece away from the adapter. If you have any questions, please visit nsk-surgery.com.